Alrighty.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can. And do you want the stream to hear you or not? It's mostly for posterity.
You just hear me.
Okay.
Do you want me to try putting it on my laptop? Because currently I'm on my phone.
You might see
so
it
that
better on the laptop.
Make it harder.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I need to turn off the thing so you can. There we go. And boingo. All right. Say something now. Okay. Now. Okay. I am still in the process of setting this up, but I think it is live now. And favorites. Where did favorites go? Cosmic Galaxy. Worlds. There we go. Okay, I can't see. I mean, actually, I probably. CMO. Okay. Also, I still can't hear anything. Once I'm in this world, then I can set up actually being able to hear and see in things. Yes. Alright. We've got this. Now I can actually go to my layouts and open up. There we are. You could. Yeah. Say that. Wait 1 second. Ah, no, can I not delete this? Give me a second. Got it. Ooh. There we go. It was playing Interstellar music on top of the already confusing amount of thing. Let's see here. Yeah. What was that? Oh. Oh, I messed that up. Okay, this goes here. I know. I tried deleting them, or hiding them, but it doesn't seem to have worked. Also, I can't delete things, which is not good. Okay. Sounds good. There we go. So I'm just going to add them. Yay. It's funny is it doesn't show you as a viewer yet. go. Which one? Which one is it about? Yeah, interesting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get that. Like, now I have to go through and reset up this because whenever I set this up, it decides to break. But once I get it set up, then it's awesome. See, now I can zoom this out. Come on, there we go. And there we go. Either way. Okay. I won't be able to watch it now, but I will. I get that. Good, good. Is who still in the hospital? No, she's back. She's back. Yeah. I think Bella is somewhere near me. I honestly don't know, because she's in the room somewhere. At least she was. Possibly. She could just show up at any moment. But yeah. I mean, I can't see anything. So if she were to show up and just like come across the camera or anything, I would, unless she were to like brush into me, I would have no idea. Yeah. So let's see here. So what I've been working on, I think I showed you this before, but this is the finished, at least for now. It's not polished, but the version that I have now is basically the progress timer, but it's online. It's live, so you can press start, and I need to figure out, that's on my to-do list actually, is to figure out why. Yeah, the timer is a second off. It starts actually 2 seconds off, but you can see a 1 minute timer has started, and it's progressing now. So it's like you can actually see it, and then once it gets to the end of the timer, then it will. What was that? That was my hand. Just scared me. Hand's over here. But yeah, once the timer goes to the end, it will change colors, and we'll still keep counting because I want to. One of the things I want to do is actually track like productive time versus break time. So I don't want the timer to stop once it hits whatever limit you set. So we'll keep counting upwards, and right now I'm not. This is gonna go negative. I mean, I could just have it stay at 0. Like, because you can see this is like, so now it changed color. I want to add a sound effect to let you know that it's done. But what's nice about this is that you could have this, there's a way to make it in Chrome so it has a minimal like top thing, but you can basically set this to any width you want. So you can have this sticking at the top of your screen and then having, But yeah, or you could even have it on your phone. The mobile version doesn't look great, but oh, look at this. I can stop this here. So if you go to, now it's live. Yesterday it wasn't live, but if you go to the URL, oh no, 1 second. I don't know why this happens, but sometimes I need to actually look at the monitor. There we go. Okay, so now I'm gonna keep this over here just for when I need it. If you go to tooldobox.com, you will get the timer. I actually own the URL now. So it's like you know, to do, it's a toolbox for to-dos. Tool do box. I'm surprised the URL was available. So I own that now. And I own 3. I own Younger, Smarter, Better, I own Christian Adleta, and I own Tool Do Box. Yeah. So what's nice is that you can also, so you can set whatever time you want from, the minimum time is 1 minute right now. You can go up to, I think 250 or something like that is the limit. But you can also, if you press break, then it starts a break timer. So now it's blue, so now you can be like, okay, I'm gonna take a 15-minute break. Yeah, exactly. So break, and then also productive, and then you can reset it, and you can swap back and forth right here. But this took about 5 hours, I think, all in all, and my CSS is still very loose. Most of the time was spent getting some of this like little buttons and stuff, but what I want to do is, I'm gonna need the other monitor. I want to use the tool today, because I'm gonna try and program for a while today. So let me see here. I'm going to get my cursor over here. Timer. There we go. Okay, now I can make it whatever size I want. Because this is one of the things is I didn't have, like the other program, like I built a different version of this, but the other one didn't have a lot of the magic that this one does. So now I can bring this timer into VR. So let me do that real quick. This is the cool thing is like with the other one, I couldn't, I could, yeah. Let me see here. That's weird. Oh, and I can't delete it. Why can't I? Yeah, so this is the same one. I need to figure out what's wrong with this one. Ah, this thing showed up. Mm-hmm. Oh, interesting. This is not showing up. This makes me think that something's wrong. No, it doesn't even seem. Oh, gosh, these stupid things. Yeah, it's just kind of. Yeah, I'm excited to see it. Come on here, Pomodoro timer. Here we are. Now, in theory, if this thing will work. Yeah, it might be bugged out because they both have the same name. Chrome Pomodoro timer. I bet it just doesn't like here. What's nice is because it's a website, I can just open the website URL instead. Ta-da! Magic. Alright, now, let's see if this one works. Nothing? No difference. What? I don't know. The bot just exists there. Not exactly. No, I tried. That's the funny thing is I tried blocking it already, but it's very set on. This makes me so sad. It's just a little bug. It's just all that's keeping me from magic. I think I know an possible solution. I'm going to try something real quick because I think it's not going to let me delete it. Yeah, damn it. Yeah. Well, that's what I feel like I spend half the time in this setup trying to figure these things out. There we are. Okay, so my guess is that right here, Pomodoro timer. I'm just gonna change the name of it to Tool Do Box, just to see if that will change the name of the thing. So it should start seeing them as two different. There we go. Exactly what I had thought. So now I make this big, and now I actually have a timer in here for the thing. So now I can use the timer that I built and be like, okay, I want Control Shift E if I can remember. That's not B. There we go. Alright, so I want to do this is the fun part, is that the application I'm using doesn't show you if there's something in front of the monitor. So, like, for example, this just opened up a new window on top of the other one. Yeah, it's really fun. So now we should be in business here. There we go. Now I can type in here 45. Yes, start. And now we've got a 45-minute productivity session going. So now in 45 minutes I can take a break. There we go. Alrighty. So yeah, this is basically the timer that I've been working on. My goal is now, I need to figure out what my goals are for today, but I think sound effect, these things are just kind of like nice to have. Do cleaning / nice to have. But my goals for today are I want to add a home page so that I can, my goal with the URL is basically to have all of my different productivity apps on one website, because then I don't have to buy a whole bunch of domains. So now, alright, this is to do today. I also am like learning how to touch type even more now because I can't look at the keyboard. Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to pull a picture up of what I want to work on today. So, have you ever heard of a speedrunner's timer? Yes. What is that? So, let me see. I sent a picture to myself. That is sideways. But I did some mock-up designs of what I want to do, and I want to pull that in actually. There we are. Okay, close that again. So now, this is the funny thing is really. I'm like taking the most amount of time to do the basic of things because it looks awesome. I don't believe you have. So now you can see it's sideways, but this is basically like a speedrunner's timer. There's three of them here, and these are like different versions of it. But what I want to do is basically have a to-do list that functions as a speedrunner's timer. So what I want to have happen is you can add tasks to it, like a writing assignment or something, and you give an estimate. You say, I think I can complete this assignment in 45 minutes. And then what you do is you set the 45 minutes, you press start, and it will start timing you out for how long it actually takes. And then it will show like a progress bar. And then if you go underneath, if you're able to finish it faster than the 45 minutes, it will tell you how much faster you did. If it goes over, it'll tell you how much you're over your estimate. So it then becomes like a little game is, can you actually finish the assignment in 45 minutes? And then it also... Yeah, and then what it also does, it allows for, you can add like 2 or 3 different assignments, and it helps keep you going from one assignment to the next. Because if you think about it, you spend the most amount of time procrastinating before an assignment, or when you're switching between assignments. So my goal is to minimize that time as much as possible. So I'm thinking if I can gamify it a little bit, then I can fix that. And yeah. I know, right? It's like at some point you just gotta laugh. Oh, I can just report. There we go. They're stripping away the skin of the people. Like, I could imagine a spammy like class like that. Let me think here. Create a simple 2-button page. Create different web pages. So yeah, this is what I'm thinking. I'm gonna see how long I can actually program for. I'm gonna see if I can spend the majority of the day. My goal actually is to get this done within the next 48 hours. At least a prototype of it. I mean, I was able to finish the top bar in 5 hours, so I'm thinking all it is just a little bit more work, but I should be able to get it pretty close. Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Alright. It's 48. If I can type 48 hours. Okay. If I can get these things done, then I will be in pretty good shape. And I'm thinking that if I take a couple minute break every so often, then I'll be able to stay in VR a little bit longer. Alright, where's the water? Where's the water? Wait, there it is. There it is. I found the water. Where is it? There's the flounder. Oh, and the cat's right here. He's just crawled up. Alrighty. She's underneath the monitor. Let me think here. Stasia says hi. Let me think here. Personal. Ah, nice. Which one did he update? Is this it? Mm-hmm. Nice. I like it. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of a delay. Nice, that's cool. Mm-hmm. 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 Sounds like it. Mm-hmm. That's not. I know people who have done that, and they all regret it. I'm just saying, especially with all the other things you got going on, I do not recommend 18 hours. Mm-hmm. 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 That makes sense. Wow. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're going. I mean, you're. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Does not sound like fun. Alright, let's see here. I can't find my water bottle. VR is keeping me from water. How's the audio? Can you hear the audio right on the stream? Because I have a feeling it's not great. Yeah, I don't really know what it is. Like, I've checked all of these cords, and there's like cords going to everything. Well, the call through Discord shouldn't be any issue. I need to figure this out. Alrighty, I'm gonna... I sent a thing in the Discord to see if anyone was interested in hanging on a Monday, but... I mean, yeah, we're gonna have something Monday every week for the next 10 weeks. That's awesome. I don't think I get a spring break. When is spring break? When? March 12th. Yeah, I don't know of anything. I know I've got a friend who's going down to, Vikas going down to Dallas that time period, so I'll be hanging out with him for a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be fun. That would be fun. That would be great. Alright, I'm going to hocus pocus focus on this. And then... yeah, it was nice catching up with you too. Nice. Alright, well, I'll be streaming pretty much all day, so if you ever want to pop in chat and say hi, I'll be here most of the day. Alrighty, see ya. Thank you. I don't know how to move my... bye. I realize they don't have a way to leave Discord calls. I've got so many things open. There we are. Alrighty. Back into focus hocus pocus mode. Let's think here. I'm like learning where everything is in relation to one another. I have to listen to this copyright-free music. I mean, I really don't care too much about the copyright strikes, but I do feel like it's better to play on the safe side for now. I've never implemented a multi-page website before, so this is a new experience for me. And it looks just as simple as having links to... I want to have folders, but it looks like if you have folders, it will show up in... like, let me just do something real quick. I mean, where's my cursor? There we go. So I have productivity bar in its own folder. So if I go to index and I add something underneath my container div, like just a simple a link, And then we want to go to productivity bar /productivity bar.html and say productivity bar. Now if I go back to our thing and I refresh, so we're on /index.html. I don't see this A link anywhere, to be honest. It's in the body, outside of the container. Why do I have a feeling it's underneath something? I don't want to tear up everything to find it, so I'm just going to can I put this, make another div? I'm gonna just make another one called like footer. Actually, I should be able to just add a footer element. Yeah. Add a unordered list with an element that's just this. Now, I should have like a simple again, nothing's showing up. So let's go over to the CSS. And we have our footer element, which, here we are. So right now I'm in the progress of adding a link. I need to basically, I worked on creating this program up here. Problem is that it's on the main website page, so it's like it's on the home page. So I need to create a new home page and then move it out. So that is my goal right now. I'm trying to add a link to see if I can switch between pages. Actually, in theory, I should be able to just go like this. Let me just see here. Productivity bar /productivity bar.html. Hey, that's the page. That's the page. Okay, so rats. Okay, so that's like a really long link. Now, if I were to make the HTML page on the home side, then it would show up pretty easily. But that's a really long link. Is there a more efficient way to do this? HTML. In addition to the index.html page, we want an about us and home pages. We could add these pages by creating two corresponding files. Notice the HTML remains in the top level directly, but the additional non-homepage HTML files are in an HTML subdirectory. It's because the browser looks for an index file in the main one. Each of these new files looks similar to the HTML files we've created, containing whatever the specific. Okay. So I can add just an HTML. Maybe I'll just call it apps. Oh, that's actually a good idea. I'll just call it apps. So we'll call this apps. And then we'll throw our productivity bar and everything else in there. So now we go to here and we go apps. Shoot. There we go. Okay, so now we can have an apps folder that will have all of the different apps in it. Problem is, it's gonna get really big. So if I were to have a folder for each of these different ones, like apps, and then bar. I'm just thinking hierarchy wise. How am I gonna do this? Okay. So never index.html. So I want to basically, can I styling multi-page HTML sites. Link to css.style. css.styles. Style. So everybody's using the same style sheet, but I can use I mean, technically, as long as I can link to it, I can put it anywhere. So apps could be my main directory. Because then if I ever add anything else, I can have it separate. Okay, so if we add a new folder, and we're gonna call this one, I'm just gonna call it bar for now. It's simple. It gives enough abstraction. Apps.bar. What? Just, we're gonna call this one speed. Never mind. What did I want to call it? To-do runner. That's what it's called. New file. To-do runner.html. I'm gonna add this one to apps. There we go. Folder. Run. Ah. There we go. Okay. Apps, run, bar. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Now, the fun part. HTML and CSS for each of these. My back is gonna be like not having a fun time if I keep leaning back. Okay, so we're actually getting a larger website together now. Just for the meantime, just copy this into here. Now I want to add a new, we're going to call this our bar.css and another one called bar.js. Now, we take our CSS, which this CSS is all for the bar itself. And then we take our JavaScript, and we go to our JS. Now this one, we link to apps.bar/bar.css. In the style sheet, we do apps bar. Now, if I go here, now my goal is to go to apps bar productivity bar.html. It's here we go. Because it's MIME type. What? Is not a supported type sheet. Strict MIME checking is enabled. Ah, what is that? Oh, so really it should just be bar.js. And this one should just be bar.cs. Look! Okay, we have our app. It has all the same things as before, but now it's in our apps, in our bar, and our productivity bar. Let me just make sure it starts and everything. Yeah, we got all the same bugs as before, which is good. Good. Okay, so we now have a place for our apps on our website, which that was like less than, well, it's not that long. Okay, so now I should be able to go to apps.run and then to do runner.html, which is exactly what we have set up right now. And then we can set up the runner, which is the project for today. Great, that's awesome. We'll probably need to eat eventually, but for the moment, I survive. Okay, so now we can empty out this. Let's just close out all the things we don't need right now. Run.js and run.cs. Weird. Okay. Now we've got our running program and our bar program are in our apps folder. I feel like we can almost take apart the index now. What if I just replace it? I'm just going to delete this because we have it somewhere else. So our productivity bar is still there, and now we have our home page should be empty. Yeah. We can get rid of all the scripts because we don't need them now. I'm gonna keep the button. Get rid of the input. Keep this button. Actually, I'll keep the toggle start button. Bar progress. All these out of here. Okay, now, gosh, these bots are persistent. I do feel like the time I spend messing with these bots, fighting them, is probably not going to be. So I want to make this a facility button. So I'm going to add 2 buttons, one with a class of bar button, and another button, run button. Open activity open sweet. Now, bar button. Oh, it's down there. It's down there in like the most bizarre of all places. Why are you down there? So I think our party radius should be lower. Percentage. 8%. It's good enough for now. Alright, why? I don't really... This doesn't need to be... Oh, and this doesn't need to be a thing. Yeah, we could just do that. And then run. We can give these different colors. I want to take the color from our activity bar, actually. Which is going to be this guy. Okay, now to do runner, I want to have a special type of green. I want it to be darker though. Think of greens. Yeah, that's close enough. For now. Don't really need right, because we're not really using right. Top 50%. Also not using that anymore. Font size 20. Yeah, that's fine. We could center these things, but this is basically all I wanted to do. Now, can we don't even really need a JavaScript page, because HTML button link. It acts like a link. Action. I'll do it the way I know how, which is like probably gonna be the easiest way. It's probably not the most efficient way, but it's definitely the easiest way. Is we'll get it by ID, no, by class name, right? Class or ID? Class. So we'll get our query selector, and we'll get our bar button. And then we'll just get another one of these guys. And we will just have it open up a link. Add event listener for click. So many ways to make a button a link. Fine, we'll do it your way. And our timer is up, so we can take a break soon. I mean, now, technically. Okay. Form. Action is apps. Bar. Types. Cool. Now, do another one of those. Class. Sweet. Let's give him just a little bit of spacing. Margin. Margin. 20 pixels. Hey. Okay. I'm going to qualify that as done for now. They're a little bit over. Okay, so we have the amount of progress we made, though, is awesome. So we have a thing here. We have our main home page, which can open us up to all of these guys. And we've got to run.js and that stuff. Sweet. Okay, so we added 2 more apps. So we created a simple 2-page button. And we created 2 different web pages for that. Okay. Now all that's left to do is get the other one running. But for now, we shall take a break. So let us stop the timer at 49 minutes. Set it to break. We're going to take a 15-minute break. Start. Okay. I will be back momentarily. Alrighty. Get right back into it. This time with some beverage. I'll put this out of the way so I don't knock it over by accident. Alrighty, where do we leave off? We are in productive mode for 45 minutes. Alright. So we can open the productivity app. We go back. We can open the to-do runner app, which is right now. Well, right now it should be empty. It's not. So this is where we're going to be spending our time for right now. So let's focus on working on that. So this guy, this guy, this guy. Alright. Get rid of all this stuff. For this guy is to do runner. Okay. So our to-do runner is going to be have this container. It's going to have a settings icon. So, and we're going to have to generate events, which is going to be interesting. And we're going to have to use checkboxes, which I know they exist. But outside of that, I don't really know how to use them. And a scroll bar. So we got a lot of complexity in this one here. I don't know if I can rotate images. See where we open it, because that's a thing we can do. Oh, I hear the cat. Where are you, Bella? I can't even see you. Hi. I'm a little bit in the middle of something. Alright, now we can throw this image into here. Alright, I want to throw it off there so we can look at it occasionally. which is I'm actually kind of surprised by this. Windows. I'm surprised you can't open Windows. I can definitely see it. Huh. Kind of surprised by that. Shoot, why can't I delete these things? I can make it so small that it really shouldn't bother me. Alright. Let's get back to focusing on this. So start HTML for my goal was to be able to see what I needed. Now that I can't see what I need. There we go. That's easy. Okay, let's think here. This is roughly what we want it to look like. So we're going to need, so we have our container, which is where our app's going to sit. Then in addition to that, so we have our big timer, which is our, I don't know what you'd call it. It's going to be our current time. We're going to have a progress bar. Underneath that, we're going to have a settings icon in the top left. We're going to have labels underneath that. Then we're going to have a section for all of the tasks. And we're going to have a new task like manager thing. And then some buttons at the end. Let's start adding things. Let's just see here. So we know we need our container. We're going to have I should really add sections. Our top section we can call the current timer, current stopwatch, which is our top section. Inside of that we have a settings, and I'm just adding divs for right now. We have our big time, which is our stopwatch. Stopwatches count down, right? Timers count down, stopwatches count up. Then we have our stopwatch bar. Oh no, estimate bar. Estimate bar. Alright, then underneath that we're going to have a tasks scroller. Is that what you call that? Task scroller? I call it task scroller. Okay, we have our labels section. Underneath our labels section we have where we're gonna put all of our timey-wimey objects. Task. I'll pick up a bunch of those. We'll just add 4 for now. And underneath that, we're going to have a new task or task creator. We have a button that's add task, and we're going to have probably some forms or something. And then underneath our task creator, we have our bottom buttons. Bottom buttons. This is going to be a little bit more challenging than I had first thought. That's okay. That is okay. I feel like I can get the top section done within like an hour. But the positioning of the elements is going to be the most difficult thing for me. Yeah. So underneath our task creator section, we're going to have our button section. Now, what would you call a button section like that? Current stopwatch, task scroller, new tasks. We have just start stop buttons, setting buttons, starting, bottom, the footer section. What would you call the buttons though? I mean, that was the bottom info buttons. Start toggle button sections. Button section, I guess. And that's where we'll have all of our buttons. With our toggle start button. Okay. I don't know where that came from. But now, we have an overview of this thing. So now if we go back up here, we just got some empty buttons. And in theory, we have a whole bunch of like stuff here. So .fas dot. I don't know what the settings. Font awesome. Let's grab a settings. Icons. Settings. Wow, that is so misspelled. Settings. Gear. I like me some gear. What is your... Okay, HTML, React. I.fas, no, FA dash gear, and then FA dash solid. Now we should have a gear. Yeah, look at that. There's a gear. Ain't that cool? Okay. We now have a gear icon. We need just a sample stopwatch. Okay, so we'll just set this to be 0-15 0.00. Will the okay? Most of these timers use like nanoseconds or milliseconds or whatever, and I don't think I care about milliseconds. Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and say I do not care about milliseconds, because that will make my life a lot easier. Yeah, so we'll go like this, and oh, our bar is going to need a also going to need a different font for it. Google Fonts. What's like a stopwatch font? Stopwatch. Nothing. Okay. Mono looks good. What type of fonts did these guys use? It's got serif, bold. What does the number on this look like? Feels like I see that one a lot, though. Shopping for fonts. I could spend so much time shopping for fonts. Alright, I'm just gonna go with what we've got here. And say... They're basically the same. I want regular 400. Regular 400. Okay. Ah, import. That's what they use. Also, this should be I like how easy they make this. Now, yeah, that looks like a stopwatch. Okay. Now let's get our sections together. So we have our container is number container. This is our background color. We'll just give you our 3 and our 4s. Okay, that's our container. I just want to add all these and add colors to them. What is the red? Alright, container, we have current stopwatch. Background color of, let's go with like a purple. Instead of current stopwatch, we want task scroller. Background color of, give this like a red color. Alright. Task creator. Background color of, go with a blue. Button section. Button section. Background color of a green of some sort. There we go. Okay. Okay. Now we've got our different sections out here. I'm going to learn how to do this now. I do like this little, let's add an outline on this border. Make it that 2 pixels solid. Okay, we got a border. Remind me, padding on this, 10 pixels. Oh, 5 pixels. Okay, yeah, I like that. We're going to need to figure out. Hands. I want to optimize for a phone screen size. Let's go. Okay. So this is what we got for the phone. I forget the setting is going to be a button. So we're going to need to make it a button. Button. This is where we're going to want a green color. Probably roughly the same green color that we chose earlier. Yeah. So we're going to need another progress bar. So an estimate. I just want a border. And a width of 100%. Height 30 pixels. A width of, let's go with 50%. Huh. Hello there, Kayla. Welcome to the fun. Red. I don't know what that means. I am working on this guy. I am working on making a speed running bar thing for to-do lists. And so far, have not gotten very far outside of just positioning elements. So that is what I'm working on right now. Which is actually going a lot faster than I was expecting. However, some things are just not showing up. But all in all, still doing fairly good. Okay, I need to figure out why I'm not seeing anything in this guy. Put like 50% or something. There we go. Ah, there we go. Now it showed up. So if it doesn't have content, it won't show up. I do also want to add a margin on this guy's just like 5 pixels. There we go. So the bar won't take up the full size. Actually, I want to add a padding on this section right here. Just a 5 pixel thing. Nothing too major. Yeah, I like that. Let's go down here. Get rid of this margin now. So it's actually not too bad for where I want to be for this top part. It's got all the needed elements. If this is at 100%, what does it look like when it's filled up? Okay, that's not too bad. And that's our top part. And, oh, is there? I don't have the rest of this. 2 pixels, solid. Ah, and then this needs to be height. Needs to be 100%. If I can remember. There we go. Okay, so now we're filling up our bar all the way. We can set this to 20 pixels. There we go. Okay. It's weird as that left and right padding is. Bizarre. Oh, that's weird. I'm not really concerned with it though. So our task scroller needs a task. Also needs labels in it. Another 10 minutes or so. Goodness. So a lot more difficult than I was expecting. I think I can set up max size. Max width to be 800 pixels, 700 pixels. So now if we go to a laptop size, and then if we center items, ah. Minimum width. I guess not. I guess we need to do it as 320 pixels. A little bit lower. Okay, 300 pixels. There we go. So now we fit the smallest of screens, and if we go too large, it will stay centered. And it should stay centered. We can make the max a little bit higher. I think we can make the max 900, I think. Still not budging, huh? We don't actually have anything to set the width. So let's have the width at 50%. Actually, what about 75%? No, I like 50% more. Because then we gotta... And then if we go like this, and if we stretch it out too far, we stop. We can actually stop it a lot sooner. We should stop it at 50%. Yeah, that works. Okay. Okay. We're starting to get the positioning down. It's actually going to be a lot more challenging than I was expecting. Okay. I'm definitely losing stamina. I've been working for nearly 2 hours. I've got the base, the foundation down, but the problem is that compared to what we do have, the timer just needs to be bigger. So we can add a checkbox, a written assignment, This might be a little bit more challenging than I first was thinking. So let me just start by adding some styling to the text to the stopwatch. First off, the font family, we want to inherent font size. We want it to be pixels. Even more, give me bigger. 40 pixels. Okay, now right 10 pixels. Okay, we won't be able to position right. Can I position absolute? But I need to position this. Position relative. No. Maybe this needs to be absolute. Okay. And we can go right 10 pixels. Okay. Top 0 pixels. Height 40 pixels. Okay, we're gonna need a lot more. 100 pixels. Too much. 80 pixels. 70. No. That could work. Okay, now. Stopwatch. Position. Absolute. Now we can top 0. I'm gonna go down 20 pixels. Never mind, we want to go down 60 pixels. Ah, so close. So there we go. Perfect. Okay. Now width. Like 98. Now, when I go down to our small size here and our long size, small. Okay, let's go with 97. Align self center. Nope. Okay. I don't need to mess with the left. Oh, gosh. Hit myself on the face. Alright, we can also change the text color. Oh, well, it's gonna be different. So we'll be get rid of this magenta almost. Maybe make it a little bit closer to the final color. Oh yeah, that looks great. And when we move it around, the goal is that it works with mobile. Perfect. Okay. So we have the top part done, and we've been working for 45 minutes, so I can take another break. So our top part, very, very fundamentally, very rough, but it's definitely closer. I feel like I'm getting a handle on the positioning elements. Great, alrighty. I am going to take a little break. It's nice to take that off for a second. Take a 15-minute break. Maybe 10 minutes. Oh. we re-enter. We re-enter space. Ah, my head has oh sweet, I can recenter anywhere. It's so weird not having a floor. Alrighty. So, where do we leave off? Okay, we left off here. Okay, this music is getting... Alright, let me see if I can't find other programming music. Alright, too much. Copy, right, free. We'll try this one out. There we go. Alrighty, we are on hour 3 of this intense thing we got going here. The first section, I'm gonna call that done for now. I can remove some of that button stuff. But now we got some things here. We have a section. I think we're gonna need some checkboxes. So I'm gonna create a sample task. Let's do that first. What does a task look like? A task has a checkbox, input, button. What does a HTML checkbox look like? HTML checkbox. Input. Input, type, checkbox, ID, vehicle 1, task 1, this is 2, 1, name equals 2, 1, value equals Do I really need a value? Because I'm not... I might need a value. Label for to do one. Guess this is task name. And then we have, after that we have something else. Task name, estimate. So we have another one we're trying to call. Okay, what's the difference between label and text? What is the difference between label and I'm just gonna add some text. P dot do one estimate. It's gonna be 45 minutes. P dot do one. To do one diff. I think I can capitalize this. Diff. One diff, and this is minus 6%. And we got more that we're going to do one current. And we're going to say 15 now. Sweet. Okay. All right. Everything's going on a new line. But there's the basic elements of our task. And 300 pixels is not a lot of space to work with. So the funny thing is I don't get more space until what I really need to do is make it because of the smaller screens. Now, I mean, really, I should be able to do this small. So there we go. Okay. So here's one task. I need to have the task. It's gonna be ID equals Okay, let me think through this for a second. We have our task name. We have a checkbox. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Okay, task name. Should we have this set up as a table? What are different ways to get this? It's like you could do a table, but table's more static than I really want. All right. I need to look at different, I guess, forms. HTML forms. HTML scrollable table with fixed header. That sounds good to me. I mean, if you get rid of the outlines, you can scroll through it. What I've done is use two tables, one for the header, which will always be static, and the other to render cells which are wrapped in a div element with a fixed height. To enable scrolling, I'm using overflow Y auto. Also make sure that the table layout is fixed. With fixed width. I don't know why I'm having difficulty reading this. This could work. Then we need JavaScript delete table row. Sweet, okay. But JavaScript add table row. Can we reorder? JavaScript reorder table row. Oh, sweet. Okay. So we use it as a table. And yeah, I think my limit is 3 hours nearly. For posterity's sake, I think I'll finish this one. I will miss this though. This setup has actually been great. Yeah, I do like this. This feels awesome, actually. It's if I could hold for a little bit longer, then I think that'd be great. So I'm gonna use a table actually. So this is gonna be a table, and I can hide. How to hide outline with table. Additional table. This border. So this is the table element. It's scrollable with our different cells. And then we can add, well, this will be a form. And then we'll have our buttons. Then we're almost done. Ah, so close, so close. I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream now and do some more work on my own, just so I can get some more focused work done. But yeah, this has actually been great. I've really been enjoying the programming in space adventure. If only I could do a little bit more. I think just the timing of things is just very long. But yeah, thank you all for showing up, as I say to an empty room. But yeah, this has been fun.